Hey boys, welcome back to our Glenn Maxwell Star Play Career Mode, taking on Cricket Australia 11 in this 50 over fixture. And I'll say at the start here again, like I said in the first episode, there'll be a few episodes where I haven't updated the teams. Now I don't know if updating the teams are going to get the 100% the right players in the teams, but hopefully it'll sort out most of the players. And the other thing is, for some reason I didn't realize that I had Finch. Well, I did realize Finch was batting 4, but for some reason I didn't think to switch him at opener because we are the captain. Could have switched him, but that'll be like that for a couple of games. But yeah, it's alright. We just bolster our middle order, and looks like we're gonna be in fairly soon once again here in the power play, which you know isn't the worst thing. It's a good opportunity to hit some boundaries, and we'll look at him pretty good touch. That's a pretty quick delivery straight up, just straight through us. Yeah, we're looking at a pretty good touch. We start off with a beautiful square drive. That's definitely one of our bread and butter shots. That one, just a little bit of width, and we're just able to free the arms. The pitch looks pretty good. I didn't actually see what it said it was, but it looks pretty flat from first glance. Is that one there? It's surely out. It's not out. I didn't know what happened here, so I looked at the replay. It's not a bad little deflection, but a risky shot. It's a silly shot, Maxwell type shot, and it's just a bump ball. It just, well, not bump ball, it just bounces before it gets to him. I couldn't believe it. I thought we were out for sure, but we get a life, and then the next ball we almost did the exact same thing. So we just need to calm down slightly. But there you go. We just get a half volley on the pads, and we have just opened up 110 meters. That is a huge 6 from Glenn Maxwell, and that's probably got us going there. 10 of 5 deliveries now. We've had a few opportunities, but and then we just go smack over points. So yeah, our form is definitely up there. We could have seen the back bus pretty early, but we're looking fairly ominous here. Everything just seems to be coming off the middle of the bat, the start of this career mode. And I guess the other thing is, like, it feels good to actually bat with a good play, because obviously doing our normal spin bowling career mode, our batter is like bad, like his stats are terrible, so it's hard to get going. But with Maxwell here, just seems the timing is beautiful. That time a bit of an edge, not a bad delivery here by O'Donnell. And once again, that square drive, just any sort of width, we're just able to just play it back with a point. They did have like a third man and a point fielder in, but just piercing that gap. And yeah, this O'Donnell, I don't think he's a player, so he might be. Honestly, I don't know. A lot of these players, I probably don't know if they've just sort of like come in as the pull shot now, just dropping his short. And to this field, the pace he's bowling, it's probably not a good option. There's like no one back there. We're just able to rock on the back foot and race along to 27 of 11 deliveries now. Just looking beautiful, and that one just flicking it off like middle stump. It wasn't a bad ball. It was a good length delivery, but yeah, just using the wrist there to work it away. As we just push this one down to third man. Gonna pick up a couple. I placed it pretty well. They did have a man in place, but yeah, just able to get into the gap and push for 2. So it's been a big over so far. 3 4s on the trot, and a 2 to follow up, and then we just clean up. Last ball of the over. He just gives us width, a juicy half volley outside off. I mean, we just had to go for it. That's how Maxwell plays, and that's how we're gonna, you know, play this career mode. We're gonna go for the shots when they're on offer. We're not gonna just play. We're not gonna slog every ball, but if it's a bad ball, we're gonna go for it. And that, another good shot, another good cut shot, proper cut shot that time. As again, out of the middle of the bat, good shot for no runs. But 44 now, chance to get our first 50 in the career mode. If you saw the stats for Maxwell coming out, his average is, I think it was like 34 in the 50 over stuff here. So it's, you know, it's okay. But hopefully we can sort of like boost it up a bit and really cement him as a quality batsman. That is a beautiful shot. We've done some great shots, but that's to get the 50, and it just looked outstanding. Just rocking on that pull shot. It's definitely one of my favorites. Like the definitely different to like the Smith looking style. His is way different. It looks fantastic. Just belting that one for 6. As the spinner comes in for the first time, and we have just got down on one knee in the sweep shot. I do love the sweep shots in my spin bowling career mode, and yeah, it's just the powerful shot, just hitting on top of it, piercing that gap again. No one at fine leg. It's a pretty, it's a pretty spread field, but there are definitely a lot of gaps still to pick out, and easy singles, 2s if we work it well. As 60 now off 29 deliveries, as that one's wrapped us on the front pad. I thought this was plum. I actually could not believe I survived that. It was a full toss. It just sort of beat me for pace a little bit, and then we were tied down. A bit, and just a Maxwell type shot to get out on. Just trying to be a little fancy, just run it down to third man, and it comes off like the middle of the bat, but we just hit it too fine. The keeper does a sensational job there to get to it. There's our wagon wheel. Pretty 360, I guess. Not too many in like mid wickets and cover, but fairly all around the ground, which is good to see. But yeah, getting up for 60 off 33 was such a good opportunity just to really get a big score. But yeah, that's a Maxwell type dismissal, really. Just trying a little bit of fancy stuff. He's playing good, just good solid cricket. Just trying to run that one down, but we're gonna pick up a wicket. Oh man, it's been a pretty good game. We did obviously squander a good opportunity, but still 60 runs off 30 balls. Not a bad effort. And then we come on with the ball, and it's a good, it's a decent first up delivery, but it's just copped the inside edge onto the pad, and Matty Wade has done a good job to get to it. So pick up a wicket, first ball of the spell. Don't mind if I do, as getting a fair bit of turn. I guess that's one thing I should mention as well. The turn we're getting probably more turn than obviously you would expect, and that's mainly because I did put the turn up in the gameplay modifiers for my spin bowling career mode, just because when you first start out you get like no turn at all, and I don't really like that. So I don't know if it was this game or the next game I actually put the spin down. Not to default, I still had it up a little bit more than default, but yeah, that's why I'm probably getting a little bit more spin than usual. As Carter here with a couple of nice shots. That one was a bit of a unorthodox little sweep, but fairly effective. They're in all sorts of trouble, but a little handy partnership here, I guess. As that is a fantastic ball spinning back through the gate. Reminiscent of Gazza Lyons' wicket of Wokes, but just a little bit too wide, couldn't quite bowl him. But yeah, that was a good nut. As we're into our third over here, 1 for 11. We're bowling very well, so it's good to get the confidence up. Obviously playing against the young guys here, like I said at the start, probably not the proper team is that. What a ball. We did the slider again. I love the sliders, dude. I said it last video. I like the sliders, and they work pretty well because you set them up with the spinners. You set them up with the ones that go away 4 or 5 balls, and then just rip one in a little quicker. It beat him all ends up, but with just a little off kilter and missing the stumps. But we are going to pick up our second wicket here. Again, a little deflection onto the pad. It's definitely these sort of wickets happen a lot. I don't really mind it. Some people might look at it as a little weird, but they're good wickets. I mean, they're good balls, and the keeper does a nice job to get to them. Matthew Wade is not letting us down in this game, as Ryan Gibson comes out to the middle, 7 for 191. They're in like I said, they're in all sorts of trouble. Carter here is playing a very handy innings though, 77 now. So yeah, he's carrying the team. Obviously not going to get the runs required, but it's a good knock nonetheless. But we've had an excellent game here. Our first one, you know, we went okay, fairly underperformed, but you know, it was a good start. You know, it showed some potential. Obviously, Maxwell, very talented player. So the second game, we've come out and, you know, done a better job, and we are going to win a very comfortable win at that. 83 runs. Marcus Stoinis, man of the match, with 77 and 2 for 6. Aaron Finch probably been unlucky not to get 167 not out, and you know, we got 60 and 2 wickets as well. So three very handy contributors, and then Carter for Cricket Australia 11, very good as well. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. Make sure to like, and I'll see you in the next one.